The History of Existentialism in 4 Minutes. In many ways, the history of existentialism is the history of psychology. Both are about our mental struggles, and both have deep roots reaching back to prehistory. For this fast-paced version, let's focus on the key thinkers, beginning with Schopenhauer. He painted a bleak picture where humans are driven by blind will, and that will to live inevitably leads to suffering. While other traditions, like Buddhism, focus on alleviating suffering, Schopenhauer embraced the darkness and advised living an ascetic life of minimal pleasures and desires. This bleak outlook set up existentialism's focus on the absurd nature of existence. Next, Kierkegaard. He focused on the angst of life. He saw life as a series of anxious choices that confront us with deep uncertainty. In my writing, I reframe his leap of faith towards Christianity as a leap of faith toward each decision. His focus on anxiety laid the groundwork for modern psychology's emergence in 1879. Then came Nietzsche, who took Schopenhauer's pessimism and transformed it into a call for action. Rejecting old values, he urged humanity to create its own meaning, famously declaring, "God is dead." He didn't mean that literally. He saw traditional religious morality based on divine authority was failing for too many. Nietzsche wanted to empower you to create your own values and live authentically as your eternal best self. Heidegger then reshaped existentialism by focusing on his concept of Dasein, the experience of existing, and our awareness of death. He saw human existence as being thrown into the world. To face the anxiety, he encouraged you to embrace the unknown and pursue authenticity. Next, Sartre brought existentialism fully into the 20th century. He argued that existence precedes essence, meaning we aren't born with a predetermined purpose. Instead, we must create our own. He highlighted the burden of freedom, where we are responsible for shaping our lives, but this also leads to existential anxiety, as we bear full responsibility for our choices. Sartre's lifelong partner, de Beauvoir, explored gender and oppression. She famously declared one is not born but rather becomes a woman. She argued that society imposes identities, but we have the freedom to transcend those roles and define ourselves. Then came Zapf, often pronounced Zapfa in his native Norwegian. He saw human consciousness as a tragic evolutionary misstep, a mistake that needed to be corrected. We are too aware of our own futility, yet we're unable to escape it. According to Zapf, our awareness makes us uniquely prone to suffering. Zapf advocated for the fatalistic view of antinatalism, the idea that human suffering is inevitable, and thus it's more ethical to refrain from reproducing. Zapf's bottom line is this: because human suffering is not a choice, humans should not reproduce and go extinct. Pretty dark stuff. Finally, Kamu explored how to live authentically in an absurd, indifferent world. Rather than succumb to despair, he advocated for rebellion against nihilism through personal freedom and joy. Kamu believed that life's absurdity should push us to live fully and authentically. In many ways, modern existentialism crystallized around the ideas of human freedom and our search for meaning. I'm Michael Allen Prestwood, and that's a 4-minute history of existentialism. These thinkers offer us two paths, one leading to despair and nihilism, and the other leading to a life lived fully and authentically. For a deeper understanding of how existentialism fits within the story of modern human thought, get my new book, 30 Philosophers. It tells the story of our best ideas over the last 5,000 years, harness our best accumulated knowledge to forge a deeper understanding of our world. Thanks for watching. Please like this video. If you are new here, please subscribe and join our community of thinkers at touchstonetruth.com.